be, I think you should tell that because that was just hysterical. Good evening, our Patriot friends.
Good evening, everybody.
Good
Oh,
evening, good evening, and a good evening to you and you, and good evening, a good evening. Good. I'm wearing pajamas. Let's get that out of the way. Well,
I'm not. I got a shirt on. Button up shirt. I'm good. I'm dressed. I'm having coffee. I
I'm
don't
having
understand.
coffee too.
Haven't always seen me.
This is like more of a pajama shirt. They're both really painting shirts now, I consider them.
It's a comfortable evening.
It is. That's Wednesdays. Cares about Wednesdays. It's hump day. We should change Wednesdays to Trump Day. Every
Trump.
Trump Day we still, every
Mr.
Wednesday
Trump.
we celebrate Trump.
Doo, doo,
Go on,
doo.
tell the joke because it was cute. It's so bad. It's so bad. I was
It's
crying.
not bad. It's
It's
true.
bad, but it's so sadly bad.
You
Okay.
know, come on, man. One man's trash is another man's treasure. That lovely saying. You know, it's just a terrible way to find out you're adopted.
Yeah, oh
I love that
no.
joke. That was good, man.
It's
Oh man, I hope
it's
nobody's.
like my parents, they raised me
Mhm.
as a single child.
Yeah.
It really hurt my siblings though.
Bummer for them. But they hate you now.
Oh my God, I'm
So
crying.
who's the better ones, you or them?
There's
Right?
no question there.
Right?
Oh, there she is.
Oh God, that's just too funny.
Do-do-do-do-do, to save the day. Got a lot of
Yeah.
likes already on my the last faces they'll see in Gitmo.
Yeah.
Before Gitmo is Cash and Bongino. I love it. But
Bum, bum,
like you
bum.
said, Joe, that's probably not true. I'm trying to be funny. And Joe's like, well, that's not true.
It's probably true for two. Okay, let's do this.
Are you sharing? Are you? Are you? See if anybody's up this late on a Wednesday. Ah, ow, 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 ow.
Am I doing it? I think so.
Why does fur get stuck in your bra?
I don't know.
Why does fur get stuck in
Gets
your bra? This
You
fur
get
guy.
stuck in blankets too, and socks and rugs.
Did you say rugs get stuck in a bra?
No hair,
Oh,
dog hair. Oh God.
I kind of like, okay, I took that a little backwards, brother. I'm missing like a few brain cells today, I guess.
She might be.
Lots of stuff going on. You're right. There's a lot of information. I mean, I keep getting bangs on my phone. Bang, 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 bang.
Oh, there's so much. Well, we said it, and Trump even said. Remember, he said, we're gonna do so much winning. You're gonna be tired of it. You're gonna say, Mr. Trump, we can't take any more winning. Stop the winning. And no, we're gonna win some more and more. And he's right. We hit rock bottom right before the election, I believe, because once he took office, man, everything started going up and it went up quick, didn't it?
Oh
Tell
yeah.
me it didn't go up quick. It went up quick. It went up quick.
It's already happened. To me, it's already happened. You know what I find funny? I mean, it's not funny, but oh my God, I'm still crying from I got tears from the joke. We went through a few jokes. Sometimes we review jokes because, you gotta laugh. But like that's just, but like the poo one. I don't know where you found that one, but like yesterday, the Tigger and Pooh. Oh my God. That's a good one for a kid. I mean, an older child, like I'm sorry. Um, Who did they arrest today? Who were they going after today? Cash
Comey.
and Bongino. And didn't we call it? Didn't you say it
Yeah.
the night before?
Hmm. Hmm. Yeah, I did. Comey's in trouble.
Yeah.
And they're gonna start at the beginning. They're gonna start at the beginning,
Um,
obviously.
you
You
see,
know, I
but
mean,
that's
these
the
people did bad
problem.
things.
Okay, listen to me. When you have uh in the when you have as a bill crimes against humanity,
Hmm.
you're bringing forth more than just America.
Hey, Alan.
And you're bringing forth more than what's just happened to Trump.
Right.
Comey is nowhere the beginning. And I honestly think this is what makes it funny to me, kind of, because this is TV, but it isn't, right? So really, is the FBI going to come out and say, "Hey, in public, to all you guys, guess who we're going after?"
No, of course
Hey,
not. No,
right? So
this is from
why
Pam
the
Bondi.
fuck do
This
everybody
is from
doing
Pam
it?
Bondi. Pam
What?
Bondi is the one that said that they're going after
But,
Comey.
I'm not, but why? Do you understand? Like, why
Who
would they
knows what?
tell us what they're secretly supposed to be doing?
I don't know. It's a good
The
question
lawyer of
because
America
they
is
wouldn't
going to
tell
tell
us.
us.
They wouldn't tell us. Remember, you know it doesn't. You're right. It doesn't
It doesn't make
stand to reason.
sense,
You're
guys. Come
right. It doesn't
on.
because they're not going to tell us their plans until after it already
Oh
happens.
my God. Thank you,
Yeah.
Joe. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Well,
Thank
we
you.
already should
I
know
heard it
that.
for all day and I was like, oh, Joe
Yeah.
predicted it. And I'm like,
Yeah.
yeah, no. Because in my head, they're all gone already. Right? So this is just a play. Why in God's name would the FBI include the American citizens on what they're doing? Unless just to make them feel comfortable and happy.
Yeah. I
Because it
don't.
doesn't happen in the real world, my friends.
Yeah, and they.
FBI would want to surprise them.
But see, you know what?
Them say again.
There's another side to that where they wouldn't tell you about the about investigations because there are times that the police will actually arrest you first. Of course, you get let go, but then they're investigating you. So there's that kind of an investigation too. So I don't know.
You have
Hmm.
all of America now that
That
can
sounds
interfere with an investigation.
yeah, yeah.
I'm not exactly sure
I don't
what
know.
point you're making, but that doesn't seem right to me. It's that. Come on, I
Nothing
just
seems right in
don't
today's
buy
world.
it.
In today's world, nothing seems right.
No, because it's a fucking movie. It's already done. This is to appease the American people.
Could be,
People
right?
are slowly dying. They're slowly getting out of the picture. The movie is slowly coming to its finale, right?
Yeah.
And
Ouch.
it's got to be good. It's got to look like the end is a surprise. Well, it's not a
The end
surprise
is
because
nigh.
we know who needs to be arrested. We know
We
who
do.
they have to look
We
into.
do. We do. Everybody is saying, when are we going to see the arrests?
A
When are they all going to
honeypot.
start?
That's what they
It's
called it,
starting.
right? A honeypot. You think Trump would have had two fucking women around him that he
Yeah.
didn't fucking know? My father would say, I знаю. I don't know. What's wrong with you people? So stupid. Yeah. I know Trump has a lot of people around him all the time, but two women infiltrating? What are we in a fucking James Bond movie?
Yes.
My friends, please
They tried to make it
stop with
like
the
a James
rhetoric.
Bond. They
Stop.
did. They really had those two women that infiltrated the Trump election team. Got pretty high up there, probably sleeping with somebody.
Nobody fell for it. Since day one, nobody on Trump's team fell for any stupid crap.
I don't think they
Comey
did
was
either,
already
because you know what?
gone.
They never came out. And how come
Good
it
for
never
you
came out
guys.
until now? Right?
What?
Well, about those two women. that supposedly
Because you have to
infiltrated.
have a reason to go after Comey.
Yeah, well, no, no, no. Well, they never came out. Why are they just coming out now if they
Because
really
it's
did
part of the
anything?
movie.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
That's all it
I'm
is. Yeah,
agreeing
it's
with you,
part of
in
the.
other words. I'm agreeing with you. If you just
So, hi, Alan. I'm so. I just. It doesn't happen. I can't even explain. It couldn't have been written worse. And I'm not much of a booker. I read a lot. I just. I'm not big into books. Like, I'm more into like documentaries or biographies, like those kind of things I'll read. But it's common sense that if James Bond shit is happening, that it's not real.
yeah. Well,
Nobody, nobody, the FBI is, oh, we're gonna go after, or Pam Bondi. We're gonna go after Comey. Well, we know that. But why are you going to tell us that? Just to appease us, just to, okay, we're getting to work right away. We got
yes,
our
I think
FBI
so.
team. FBI. FBI is made up, guys, by the cabal, by the evil. The CIA we know is George Bush's baby, and
Yeah.
um, and his father Prescott Bush and the other George Bush, right? George W. and all of them made up because that's what they do in some movies, right? None of it's real. These are organizations that make no fucking sense. You have one federal government with the military, and the military takes care of fucking everything. That's what they're there for. They're trained. The FBI is just another money laundering organization to sneak on other cabal people, or probably sneak on the good people, right? Like someone like Trump.
Well, that's what they did.
No, they
They did
didn't.
do it.
Yeah. That was all said.
They sneaked
That's
on him.
something they would have done. But I'm telling you, we had control much earlier. We had more control. I'm beginning to see it. We had more control starting in 2014. Hands down. This is poor Trump, man. Half his life is a plan. Half his life has been a plan. He was like, he had been a little older than me when he was confronted. I'm not kidding. Junior, I mean, if Ju just pretend that JFK Jr. is alive, right? Where has he been all this time? Why? Why would he have been? You know? If he is alive, is he Q? Has he been trying to make this world better? Can you imagine these people? They did. Trump literally did. It's in front of our eyes. He gave up the quarter end of his life for not only for America but for humanity. Crimes against humanity is not American. That should have been our first clue that they were going to get everybody, all the other countries involved. And they did. Because when you arrest somebody like Epstein or P. Diddy, this is now a global affair. When you arrest Hunter Biden, it's not just because America wanted him. It's not just because he was a fake president's son, right? It's because he did terrible shit worldwide, from the Ukraine to being here and sleeping with his little cousins and stuff. Oh yeah, there are pictures. There are horrifying pictures. And guess where they were? On Wiener's laptop.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
We have Hillary's. We've always had Hillary's uh pictures, emails, all that. We've had them all. She didn't whitewash. She whitewashed. So what if she whitewashed a copy? You think we didn't have it?
Once it hits the internet, it doesn't go away.
Well, even if she had it on a USB, like it doesn't matter. We had it. We got it because we started when they didn't even expect us to.
And it doesn't matter
Because
anyways
people
because
gave up half their lives for this plan. Do you
yeah,
understand?
she destroyed evidence that was subpoenaed,
Right. That doesn't happen
and
either.
nothing happened to her.
Hunter Biden doesn't get subpoenaed and then just make some kind of like, I'm not going in to get subpoenaed. This doesn't happen in real life,
Yeah,
folks. It's like
yeah.
it's settings for a story.
Rules for thee, but not for me. What kind of shit
Right.
is that?
The true authorities would be fighting with each other. Because you'd have always in any business the good guys against the bad, but they were told to back down.
Hmm.
Those guards that let Epstein die, they're living on some fucking island right now. They
Yeah,
got paid few
yeah,
hundred thousand
yeah,
dollars to shut the fuck up, go the fuck away. You fell
yeah.
asleep and
Where
didn't do
are
your
they,
job
everybody?
right.
Yeah, where are they, everybody? Let's
Give
ask
me a
that question. Where
break.
are the show us the guards? Show us the lavish lifestyle they're living right now.
I'm hoping everybody sees the act from the beginning, is what we're
Yeah,
saying.
right.
Right? Do you see
Yes,
it? I
yes.
was
It's a
so
sting.
happy when you said
It's a sting.
it's a sting.
If you want to know what the sting is, watch the movie The Sting with Paul Newman,
Yeah,
Robert
it's a good
Redford.
movie.
It's a great movie. You
Good
will
movie.
love it.
I'm
It
sure a
will
lot of
freak
people.
you out, and you will see the similarities in what's happening now in that movie. I'm not
I
kidding you.
wanted to thank you guys. Speaking of watching stuff, I've been watching. I don't really pay attention. I try not to. Like Joe always says, or he tries to say, give us a thumbs up and a like or whatever the hell. I really don't care.
Yes, please
But
do.
I did because I'm playing around with the latency and stuff. I did get to see that um the analytics, and
Hmm.
we have a lot of people watching. A lot of older people seem to
Yeah,
like my age or older.
I like the thumbs up, people.
But the thing is, they're not watching. It used to be like people would watch scatteredly, like they'd watch
Hmm.
like 10 minutes here, 2 minutes here, 10 minutes there. Now it seems like they're watching longer. They're hanging out and they're chatting. And we're trying to get somebody, we want to get somebody to read the chat for us.
That
And
would
then
be
we're gonna
nice.
That's what I'm hoping, Joe, because the two of
Yeah,
us, it's just like we can't. We'll have a chat break, like every 15 minutes where we get, okay, what's on the chat? This
right.
was the last topic or two topics. We won't go further than that
Oh,
because we do
so
have a
hi, Susan.
good evening,
Hi, Helen.
Susan. Good evening, Helen. Yeah, we got a few people in chat. See, that's why
Where is Epstein? I don't know, Helen. I wish I knew.
they are forgetting the lies they told us about. Epstein isn't holding.
Hmm.
And
Listen,
or he was and he's dead now. They wouldn't let somebody go like Ghislaine, like Epstein, like P. Diddy, without getting every single bit of the truth.
right.
And even from Hillary, every single one of these people would drop to their knees if they saw Junior. I will say that. It was very important to keep this kid alive. And you think the good generals, the ones that were generals during Kennedy's assassination, didn't go up to the little boy and say, I'm going to take care of you forever? Because they felt like they let their commander in chief down. Because I'll tell you something, that would have been what I would have done, right? And I'm just, a nobody, right, Joe? You think they'd let this kid be on his own, that he would actually get downed in a plane, his own, and then
No.
not find the bodies? I'm
Yeah.
trying to get you people ready because he is a coming out.
Hmm.
That is, I guarantee, and I think Mama Helen would agree with me, when Hillary Clinton dropped on 9/11, 2019 to her knees before the van doors
Yes, I remember that. I saw
opened.
that. I remember that.
I have a feeling that's who she saw, Junior. And all that time, she thought he was dead.
Interesting thought.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. That would
Interesting.
make me buckle.
Well, yeah, I mean, seeing as how they did such a bad thing to him.
Like tried to kill him. There's
Yeah.
other things like his I don't want to get into it. I know you have a lot of news, but I just want to mention that like even his plane went up for auction, the one that supposedly was part of the accident, that he was flying during the accident.
And how come they didn't find any bodies?
Right. The luggage was intact and there was no, because it was a hint. Because it doesn't happen. How many plane crashes have we had? I think there's been another one
Quite
since
a few.
yeah. And they can't find anything. They haven't
Mhm.
found it, not a
How
trace.
come they haven't released the black box information?
I'd like to
It's-
know. There's something weird going on with that stuff.
hmm.
I
Yeah,
have a
they
few
said they were going to.
ideas, but
Yeah, from the helicopter thing, they said they were going to release the black box information from the and even from the ones before all that. They haven't released any of the black box information. None of it. Why?
go on with the news. We'll have to get into
We'll
that.
have to do some. We'll have to do some investigating into why they haven't released the black box information.
I have. I have a few I have a few ideas why, but
Who had a heart attack? Oh, she had a heart attack and croaked before they shoved her in that van.
I bet. I bet. Well,
But
we all
do
know
you think
she went
it? But do
into
you
the
think it was because
building.
of who she saw?
She was being arrested, but and she thought she was going to get out of it. I really think at that point she did not know that he was still alive. So she thought she was going to get out of it. Oh, this is some kind of misunderstanding. Who are these people? Who are they working for? Oh, it's because Trump's in office, something
Yeah,
she thought she could handle. But if she saw him,
I would have given her a heart attack because she knew
right,
then she was going to be dead if because she was involved in it, wasn't she?
of course, of
She had to
course.
have been.
So so
They
when
thought they had it all in the palm of their hand.
she went into Chelsea's building and came out a different person.
Yeah.
And don't even question it, guys. She was inches shorter. Inches. It was just I don't know how to explain it. There are other things. Her hand, things were different. Why do you have to wear sunglasses in New York with all these tall buildings? Really? She did have sunglasses on that day, didn't she?
I don't remember.
When she came back out. I'm not sure if she went when she went in. Get on with the news, I might be
Yeah, hold on a
remembering two
second.
different things anyhow.
Yeah. Hang on, Tad.
Yeah, Susan agrees she died that day, yeah.
You say you all think she died that day?
Oh
That
yeah.
would suck.
Yeah, that was her well, if not that day, within that period of time, within months, she had the tribunal if she didn't have her own heart attack.
Yeah. I don't know because I think it would be our loss that we didn't get to see her paid back for her crimes. You know, she did a lot of bad stuff to people in her lifetime, for both her and her husband. So,
But Joe, we didn't see any of them.
you know,
They're all on analog tape, analog video. Because analog you can't mess around with. It's not the same as like photoshopping these days. You can't really.
yeah. Darn it, my knee hit the tape.
Hilderbeest, who died? Hilderbeest, yeah. Six,
That's what
six,
they
six.
think. Yeah, they
The
think that
number
shit,
of
the one we're seeing
deletions.
is fake. So,
All right,
yeah,
so what we have a lot of news, right?
we
So
do.
what's going on? I
Well,
want to hear about
let
Soros, or you want to
yeah,
start with
hold on.
something else
Let me give you guys this update on
on the
that one
judge?
judge. What's his name? Let's see, no, that's not that one.
Amir something or other.
Yeah, Amir, Ali Amir.
What is the update? Don't leave us hanging.
I hate that. Well, I can't find it. It's right here. You know what? Oh, this impeachment articles, the judge illegally trying to stop Trump finally meets accountability.
Yeah.
A federal judge is getting a reminder that there are consequences to his ruling behind the next appeals court. He's a firebrand from Tennessee. They filed an article of impeachment against U.S. District Judge John Bates over a decision in favor of a left wing challenging Trump administration policy on gender ideology. It says at
That's
no
what he
point,
was doing. That
yeah,
judge, Amir?
it
You
says
confused.
at no point in American history has the judiciary considered the surgical or chemical castration of healthy children to be compelling or even legitimate concern, health concern, and it shouldn't start now. This Ogles guy wrote in a social media platform X. So he says we must protect our children from predators like Judge Bates. So this Ogles guy wrote this impeachment. His name is a representative Andy Ogles. So he wants to have this judge impeached and take him off the bench.
Which Bates or Amir? I'm confused.
Bates.
So what? Oh, is this a different story?
Yeah, this is a different article.
These judges, it's all telling. It's just a tell. It's like, hey, look at me. I'm one of those idiot judges that was
Yeah,
paid in
yeah,
secret, and I have extra money in my pocket, and I knew all
yeah.
the stock trading. I knew
Right.
everything,
So
and I
here,
let a lot of people go.
right.
A lot of bad people that deserve death.
Just
Jail
like
with.
that, Amir. He's the Supreme Court briefly pauses an order for Trump administration to imminently release the foreign aid. That's what this Emir guy did.
Right, right.
But Chief Justice John Roberts temporarily delayed a midnight deadline for Trump administration to unfreeze nearly 2 billion in foreign payments. So Trump doesn't have to pay. It can still stay frozen. So that this Amir is getting in the way. It said
These
that
people
the
think they are.
administration,
Thank God for other good people. I mean,
yeah,
in high places,
he said it could not feasibly resume payments on the rapid timeline set by the U.S. District Judge Amir Ali, who on Tuesday directed the State Department and U.S. Agency for International Development to resume funding foreign aid contracts.
Amir, just tell us now how much they gave you.
Two
Because
billion in
we're getting to
foreign
see
aid
like,
payments.
huh?
Two billion in foreign aid payments are being frozen. They want to see we've been funding everything. It's going to go along with the next story
We've
about
been
what's his name.
funding them.
We
We
are.
are we are modern day slaves.
Yes, we are. They're
All right.
killing us.
That's why I laugh at reparations, because nobody outside this Illuminati show were anything but slaves. We were all
Yeah. Our
made
whole
to
lives.
appease them.
Our whole lives, your parents' lives, and their parents' lives.
That's it. It goes back further and further
And
and further.
further
I
and
don't know how
further.
far it
This
goes
is
back.
bullshit. This is not what we signed up for. This is not America. See, it's and here comes the other part of that. So a Soros-funded group sues Trump for cutting aid of another nonprofit bankrolled by the leftist billionaire. They're
Hmm.
highlighting the need to crack down on ways the nation's famously global corrupt aid agency, a group funded by left-wing billionaire George Soros, is suing Trump administration for freezing the funds of another nonprofit also bankrolled by Soros that receives millions of dollars from the United States for international development with a massive budget of around $40 billion. The agency has for years come under fire for outrageous programs it funds with taxpayer dollars, including hundreds of millions to promote Soros' radical globalist agenda in Latin America, a failed Clinton-backed port and power plant in Haiti, a project to help Asians learn enough English to work in offshore call centers and develop a Pakistani version of the iconic educational children's program Sesame Street. How you like that? Oh yeah, don't forget the condom strategy in Iswanti bicycles. Wait a minute. Allocations have paid for a condom strategy in Eswanti bicycles for rural communities in sub-Saharan Africa and radical equity. Vice President Kamala Harris's failed multi-million dollar venture to curb irregular migration was also funded through USAID. Believe that shit? They can't anymore, can they?
So Soros was supposed to buy this, right? A lot of the migrants, illegal immigrants that were headed here from different countries, they had buses, they had water, they had cell phones, they had backpacks, they had sneakers, they had strollers, they had
Nice clothes.
diapers, they had all these things.
We probably put them up in hotels on the way home.
Listen,
Oh,
listen, listen.
okay, go ahead.
This was, and supposedly we were to believe that Soros funded them. This is how Soros handles things. We know that Hillary is Hillary. We know
Yeah,
that they have a following, the Clintons, of who they killed.
yeah,
So now I'm supposed to believe that Soros is taking things into his own hands by suing, by going
yeah.
to court. Do you see where I'm coming from, people? Do you see how fake it is? This is war.
Oh yeah.
You
This is
don't
World War
shoot
Three,
people in the
guys.
middle of war.
We are in war. Hell
Yeah, it's
yes,
been
we
war for
are.
so long. The war is pretty much dead.
Yeah,
You're seeing what they want you to
what was
see.
about.
Not all of it, no.
Yeah,
No. Because, not yet. People aren't ready to say, to hear that their friends are dead or their loved ones or the people that I mean, I don't know anybody that would have said, "Hey, I love P. Diddy," but
yeah, yeah.
I
Right.
don't.
Oh, I love the guy. He's so
But,
fun.
there are people that are just not ready to hear this, and everybody else is
Yeah.
screaming, "But we are ready, we are."
Hey, Joseph. Yeah, you're probably right, Helen.
Good evening, Joseph.
Amir Ali was probably an illegal that got sworn in, just like the one that got sworn in Houston, Texas. Remember that? And then you have the one in New York, the famous one, Judge
America.
Mercon, who is a Colombian. So,
Well, there's gonna be
hey, Joseph.
tons of them. I'm
Um,
just happy Trump got a foot in, had a bunch of them, bunch of judges put in,
yeah,
300 judges put in. Well, his last term. So there's certain things they couldn't do
yeah,
prior to his administration. prior to Trump's administration. Because you
Mm.
can't, like, well, maybe they could. Maybe they were starting to put good people in good places. Who knows? I mean, there have been so many hints to these conspiracies for a very long time. Who started them all? And for those of you that might not even believe in Q, well, who started this shit?
Yeah, I'd
Who's
like to know who started it. Where
right?
did it all come from?
Exactly. I mean,
How
everybody
deep?
learned
How
little
long?
bits and pieces, but it had to be from sources that we could not get our
And,
hands on prior.
and ages ago, do you think maybe? Ages ago? Has this
What do
been
you
in the
mean?
works for a long time, you think?
The plan?
Yeah, their plan to take over us.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah.
I mean, they've been doing it slowly but surely for centuries.
What do you always say? You've said it before, Joe. You can't have good without the bad.
Yes,
So there's always, in that essence, there's always been bad. Now, bad is so bad and good is so good that bad would always try to take over good, and good wouldn't
correct.
even notice it because they're good. They don't
Granted,
know that bad is that bad,
right.
that bad could be bad.
They just can't imagine that
No,
bad could
and I'm
ever be
telling
that
you right
bad.
now, the
Right,
Knights Templar took over the Vatican in
right.
the 14th century, 1300s, I believe it was.
Yeah, 1300s.
It could
Yes.
have been the 12th. It might have been the
I
13th
thought
century. It
it
doesn't
could have
matter.
started in the 12s. Who knows? We weren't there. I wasn't there.
Where people, if the Pope and the good guys had won, they wouldn't have redecorated it, the Vatican itself, to look like a snake's head.
Hmm, interesting.
So,
That really is kind of scary. And
and
that
plus,
really
why
freaks
isn't the
me out.
Vatican considered a part of Italy?
That's the
Why
one that
isn't
really freaks
Washington,
me out.
D.C. considered a part of America? What, isn't that where they are? Like, what's going on with that? Right? There's others like that, like, um, the Brits have
Hmm,
it too. The
wonder why.
castle is off limits. It's its own little country. There's
I
about
never
seven
thought
or eight of
about
them in the
that.
world.
I never ever really thought about that. You know that?
I don't know
Wow,
why I brought it up, but one thing
that's
leads into
interesting.
another.
That's some food for thought right there.
All right, what's your next subject? The
Okay.
diddler lawyers quit. The diddlers
Huh?
quit.
Mr. Trump. The stage is set, guys,
What
for
about these
more
layoffs?
federal worker layoffs. They
Yeah,
just got the ones that he just laid off. Those were the ones that had just got hired, right? Because he's going to downsize the federal workforce.
right.
It needs to be cut. So now he's gonna go after some of those programs that are not doing anything. They're not contributing anything. They have somebody
Spending
who's
millions
working
on
there
programs that
who's
don't
yeah who's
aren't
making over
effective.
$100,000 a year and is not doing absolutely freaking nothing. They're not helping the people in any way, shape, or
Hundred
form.
thousand dollars a year is good for
And
any
these people
family.
are these people are dialed in. They're stuck in their position. He's not only is he going to get rid of these people, but he's going to get rid of the position
Right,
because
right.
it needs
Close
to
down
go.
everything that need not exist.
Yeah, because we're bloated.
That's a good word.
But so he called it thousands of probationary employees have already been fired. And now his administration is turning its attention to career officials with civil service protection. Their plans for what is known as a reduction in force, which would not only lay off employees but eliminate the positions altogether. It's gonna be extensive changes to how the government works, definitely.
Um, it reminds me, Mama Helen sent me a video of that New York artist Scott. I guess his name is Scott Baio. I don't think I've seen his name actually, his last name. I just know him as Scott, but
Mm,
he was like, for all those that are crying about the federal agents losing their jobs, remember how many people lost their jobs all over America for not
that's right.
taking the right?
That's
And they
right.
quit or they lost their jobs.
That's
And I
right.
also answered, what about the people that lost their jobs on the pipeline too?
Yeah.
Fuck,
What
go
did they
fuck,
say? What did all those government workers say? Oh, go learn to code.
go learn to code.
Yeah. So guess
Pipeline
what,
workers.
government worker? Go learn to code. You could get a job. It'll be easy. You're already half there. You know how to work on the computer. Doggone it, you got the job. You're a coder. Hey.
I know, right?
So, but anyways,
Joseph says, I just got your notice 30 minutes into it.
mhm,
So 30 minutes into the show, yeah, well, that's
yeah.
that's YouTube for you. I don't know why that happens. We're gonna start emailing or having a schedule or something, but
Yeah.
soon, very soon. I'm working on it. Helen says, "Did you hear they had to remove? Why the hell do they put that heart in front of? Are you
I don't know.
stupid
So
too?
dumb, huh? And then if you get it, it just makes it big.
Worse, I know. Had to remove Trump's desk in the Oval Office because of bugs. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, I heard that.
Yeah.
Um,
Well, they had an almost dead person in there already. Where do you think the bugs came from?
yeah.
Sorry.
So let me see. Trump's been in office, what, a month?
A
Over a
little bit
month?
over. Yeah, a
Yeah.
little bit over.
And you think, when did they say that they removed his desk? Was
Oh, I
it
don't know.
recently? Because you would think that would have been the first thing that they had done is look through everything in the Oval Office.
Right.
The
God, can you
bugs they
imagine that?
removed were the bugs that probably we put in.
I would be total. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Mama, it's all a game. You know this.
Yeah.
It's just to show the people
Yeah.
bugs. Now, if you're going to tell me that they looked for bugs now, redonkulous. Redonkulous. Because it happened way prior to Trump walking into that Oval Office. Timeline, people. There's a timeline. No wibbly wobbly Doctor Who crap. He knows it's not bed bugs. He was joking. Oh, Jesus. Okay, let's get to the smart stuff. What else is
Oh, well, I'd
finger
like
on
to tell you
the
guys about this one because I remember when I very first brought this up to everybody. This was quite a while ago. I brought this up to everybody, and I told them that it was a problem, that it was going to get worse, and everybody told me I was crazy. And I know they told me that I was crazy, but I told them, and I knew I was right. The sanctuary states schools collapse as illegals aliens flood the system. The last data from Maine's schools showed that the test scores are plummeting as schools focus on the children of illegal migrants who are welcomed by the state's employers and politicians. See, so what the teachers do is they start focusing on the illegal migrants, illegal alien kids who don't know jack shit, and fuck the American kids because they already know. You already know. Don't worry about it. You
Yeah, but
already know. We're
it's not
trying to
like
help these guys.
you ask a teacher who's been teaching for 5 or 10 years, and they're going to tell you that you can't do it like this.
And you
This isn't
can't.
something new,
It's wrong.
but it's nothing new. We knew. So why would they do it if we know that this is going to happen?
Doesn't make sense.
No. And I hate to say it when it doesn't make sense. It's just not true. How could this
It is.
happen after most kids were home for a couple of years?
And they gave all the kids a computer.
You separate that. How hard is this? You're always going to have a land of immigrants here. You have to figure out a way to do it properly.
Exactly. Exactly. That's why Trump wants to give it back to the states.
Yeah, that's the right way to
This
do
makes
it. Trump
sense.
knows what he's doing.
Because see, when you have the
Trump,
government
Trump,
running
Trump,
something,
Trump, Trump, Trump.
it's like everybody gets the same treatment. And when you're teaching kids, not every kid is the same. So
No,
you gotta kind of teach what each kid is gonna be, what each kid would excel at. That's the way I look at it.
take care, Joseph. Yeah, I hear you. You said you went through it with your kids, so I get it. All right, I want to hear about this finger on the ice. Finger on the ice. Doo-doo-doo, doo-doo-doo. That was
Yeah.
actually rude of me, I think, because if he's going to tell me what I think he's going to tell me, then I shouldn't have made fun of that. The ice guy.
Oh,
Ooh.
yeah, I
Oh,
did.
oh, oh.
Yeah.
Yeah,
There's
it's not nice, is it?
holy smokes. One illegal alien from Russia was so mad about getting busted in downtown Los Angeles yesterday.
Russia.
Yep. He tried to bite an ICE agent's finger off. He
Ah.
was the DOJ is charging a Russian national with assaulting a federal agent after he allegedly bit the ICE officer's finger while he was arresting him in downtown LA yesterday, fracturing the finger in the process. 35-year-old Maxim Zaitsev faces up to 20 years in prison if convicted. How is it allegedly when the guy's got a motherfucking finger? I mean, there's a picture of a massive, ugly bite to this guy's finger. It's gross, man.
Well, if he
Not alleged.
fractured the finger while it
He
was
did
in
it.
somebody's mouth, give me a
Ugh.
break. That is pain. I know that I don't even want to think about it. Oh God, the poor guy. I'm so
And
sorry.
then it's in that guy's mouth. And can you imagine how nasty that
Ew,
smells?
grody, grody, grody.
Bugs. And then they got to put alcohol on that to clean that shit out. That's gonna hurt.
Now, what was the guy's name? The immigrant, the illegal alien, I should.
Marxism, Maksim, Zaitsev, SZ. It's Zaitsez,
SEV.
God, I can't spit words
Well,
out
that's
today.
Russian for you. It does sound like a Russian name, but it's a weird Russian name. They don't
Mhm.
show a picture of him.
Not not that guy.
I'm
No,
wondering if he's really Russian.
they.
That's what
I
I'm
think
trying
they
to get at.
did, but I didn't take a picture of him.
Yeah, I'm gonna go look at that after this because
20 years in prison for that.
he's gonna get 20 years for that.
Yeah, that's what he faces.
Good. What an idiot.
Yeah,
Rush, we're not going after the Russians.
right.
You know, these people have to realize we're going after the sort of gang members,
Yeah,
the
you know,
MS-13 sorts.
right. Exactly. And people like this. Remember, I said, who's cashing the checks of all this money that's supposed to be going out to all these dead people?
Yeah.
Well, one man in Louisiana with 34 different names, addresses, and social security numbers was collecting $1,168,646 in SS per year. Per year.
Do we know this guy's name?
No, they did not. They did not divulge it.
Wonder if it's one
I'm
of,
sure it's coming out.
the thing is, you got your bad guys that have nothing to do with the cabal, right? And that
Right.
could be one of them, or he was paid off that way to do whatever job he was doing.
Right.
All right. It's wow. I don't know.
Yeah,
Crazy,
yeah,
crazy.
yeah.
Lots of news, huh? Hey, what did you think of my Newsom uh meme? Should I put
Oh, that was good, man.
I don't know where I found that. It looked like a TV meme. Like somebody snapped it off a picture off the TV, which I'm able to fix pretty well, but I didn't bother with this one. I didn't realize it at first. It must have been old. When I, when I found it, I was just like, I gotta share this. I don't know where some of the ones I'm putting up are so old, but are still very relevant.
The
You can
best one
still,
was that is somebody said, "Is this really true?"
is this
Might
true?
be.
Who the hell knows?
Did he say
I
it? He
don't.
might have. He was a weirdo. So yeah, go through these guys and give us a like. We like to see, I like to see them. She might not, but I'm weird. And I always
Well,
profess.
we always get a lot of likes in the community. It's nice.
Hmm.
And that's really important to me. I get a I like I know who are patriots in our group.
Right.
I must know like 100 members in our group, which I'm pretty happy about. And where they stand with certain things, and most people agree. And then we have about 100
Granted
members
him.
that are absolutely awake. I'd say as awake as I am. I can't prove it, whatever, but whatever it is, it is. They're awake because they'll like things like you put here.
Yeah.
In order to even begin to understand what's going on in the world right now, you have to be open to the idea of unlearning almost everything you were taught. Sarah said something smart. She goes, except human anatomy.
Right.
Yeah, still
Well,
something
that's that I
biology.
mean, that's so true though. You have to it's one of the hardest things you have to accept is unlearning everything
That
you
rabbit freaks me out
learned.
though. Yes,
It's
yes.
it's
Un
just
understand that
fucked
our
up.
sciences,
Hmm. It's
I mean,
fucked up. Everything. It's all fucked up.
well, the
But you know
media
what?
fucked us
If
up.
you think about it, look at all the stuff that they've been putting on our plants and food to protect it from bugs, so to speak. And yet, what it has done is it's given us fucking cancer and it's killing us. It's
That's
making
right.
us take fucking drugs that they're putting us on.
Yeah, how
Nobody
can
had this
cancer
shit
be the top
before.
third, one of the top three killers? I
Uh,
believe it's in first place.
they're not trying to heal us.
How
They're
is
trying to
that
kill us.
possible, my friends?
I don't know.
Patriots, patriots, patriots. Love thine selves, learn the truth.
Right.
I'd rather be sitting duck in a mass shooting than have a gun to protect myself. I am Lieutenant Governor Gavin Newsom, and I'm a
Okay.
dumbass.
He is a dumbass. He's a
Moron.
dumbass. I mean, he gave all that money to the illegal aliens after
And then
Trump
ask for
went
money from
there, and
Trump.
after Trump went there, and 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 they were begging Trump for help. They're begging for our money, showing they showed the world that they did a stupid ass fucking thing by emptying their uh their reservoirs so they couldn't fight a fire when fire is the most natural thing that we've been fighting since the beginning of fucking time when we discovered fire. We burned shit down. Look at the Chicago fires. Don't forget that. They've
Got
had them
that
over
right.
there in California for years. Look at the San Francisco fires. So they should have known that you don't get rid of the water in your reservoirs because that's used to fight fires. And then he gives after Trump leaves, he turns around and he gives what all $50 million to the fucking illegal aliens.
So stupid.
Then he turns around and he asks Trump, "Oh, can we have some more
Do
money
you see
for
what I'm
us,
saying? Like a
please?"
real governor doesn't act this way.
And fucking take this guy and fucking put him,
Uh,
hang him.
no, he is gone.
Fucking hang this
That's what we're trying to
motherfucker by
teach
his
here.
toes.
This is my favorite meme ever. I created this. Well, somebody did the pictures, so I used it. The last faces you'll see before Gitmo. Love it.
Right?
Right. I love it. All right. Are we done, Joe? Are we done?
Did a lot of news.
Helen says, how could you know his name? Because 34 different aliases.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Hey, Dan, Steve, Bob, Jerry, Joe, Craig, Mark. How you doing today? What are you going by today?
Right?
My name is Sebastian Bakalamang.
Oh, this was big. This was big. A huge scandal. DNI Tulsi Gabbard fired a large group of Intel employees involved in an obscene sex chat room.
Wait,
She is dismissing more than 100 employees of the US intelligence community who participated in obscene, pornographic, and sexual explicit chat rooms on a government messaging platform.
when I tell
Boom.
you that they made us take a test of a classroom
Yeah.
of sexual harassment
Yes, they
as
did.
interns, it goes a fucking long way. These people are sick in the head.
Well, I took the class at about 4 or 5 different places that I worked at. So,
Th-
and then they
It
do that
shouldn't be
shit,
a thing
and
in this
then
century,
they
my
tell you
friend.
that they made it a law that if you get caught doing that shit, you can go to jail and shit, right? Is that true? Can you be fined for that shit? Doing that
Find
stuff, make those chat rooms getting in when we're doing that stuff at your work? Because
there's
I don't play around in
nobody
stuff.
nobody that works for the government should be caught dead. I
But
mean,
I mean,
didn't
at
you
a
have those
regular
two guys
place.
making love
Oh, I know
in
that's so
I mean,
nasty. Oh God.
where do you think
Ugh.
you are? That's a mockery of our
No,
whole system.
it is. That's so nasty.
It's disrespectful, not just I mean, I understand the whole sex thing, but it's like,
Not me. I don't. No, it's nasty.
well,
No,
you've had no fun in life, Joe.
fuck my life.
Just kidding.
It's like,
No, no, no. There's no reason to be doing that. Like they're not children. Children do stupid things. We adults take care of the children. And that's why Daddy Trump is here, to take care of the children. All right, we done? Are we done?
yeah, that was the last one, man. I just wanted to get over that one. That was
That was
wow.
a You covered a lot. This
Oh, look at this. Here's another one. A Texas rancher killed by a suspected cartel IED as authorities warn of a growing threat. A Texas border rancher was killed near the border by a suspected cartel IED earlier this month, as officials issued an urgent safety warning for the Rio Grande Valley. Rancher Antonio Cespedes Dinera, 74, who worked on both sides of the border, along with Horacio Lopez Pena, were killed in a blast in Tamaulipas, Mexico, just south of Brownsville. That's the tip of Texas.
And how was she killed?
He by an IED.
I thought you said she. All
Enter
right.
Antonio Saldinara.
I know, but you said she. I know. I'm half
But his
listening.
wife, the wife was um, hospitalized with injuries.
Oh, maybe that's what I heard. Well, this has got to stop.
Mm-mm.
When was this?
What today? Oh no. Oh,
I'm
earlier this
looking at
month.
it, but I have no clue.
It just says earlier this month.
Yeah, that's what I thought. It wasn't. All right. I don't know why I thought that, but
So it's like the last week of the month. So who knows when it was? So we got what, 2 days
no.
left of the month. But that's it. There's more, but gosh, man, it's just
There's a lot more, I know. But the evil needs to repent.
hey, do you
It's
guys support that uh Trump's gold card of getting in of migrants getting into the country? It's if you pay
Oh,
five
you
million
told me
dollars,
that.
you can come
This is
into
what
the
had me cracking
country
up, guys.
as an immigrant. You can just come in here and wait. You pay the money, and then you wait for your paperwork. But you can become a citizen of the United States if you pay us $5 million. I think
Did
it's
he
a great
really say
idea because
that?
he did say that we could use that money to bring down the debt. He goes, "There's going to be millions of people coming flocking to the United States, going to give us that money to become a citizen, and it's you pay the money and you become a citizen." That's how he's going to do it. I think it's a great idea. They want to be a citizen here. They pay us $5 million. You're a citizen.
When are we going into Fort Knox, Joe? Did they tell us?
You know what? I don't know, but I thought I heard. I almost thought I saw a
And you also
videos
said
or
that that
an article saying that they went in and it's all gone. I wonder. I don't know. It might have. It might. They
it
might not
wouldn't
have
be
gone
just
in.
one article, Joe. That can't
I
be.
know it would be all over the internet, so it's
Yeah.
they probably haven't gone in
You
yet.
got to be careful with the
And I
shit.
don't know when they're going in. They didn't say. So I don't know.
And they said when Pam Bondi is gonna give us the names on Epstein.
Tomorrow.
Is it tomorrow?
Tomorrow. Yep. Tomorrow.
I thought it was I heard earlier it was Friday. Or
Tomorrow. It's
maybe I'm
Thursday.
mistaken.
Tomorrow. She said tomorrow. They said it on quite a few different news agencies that it's
Okay.
tomorrow.
Very good, very good.
Yeah. So she's saying tomorrow, and she even said it. I mean, she says it too. One of the newscasters she was talking to today, she said that she was going to she went through a lot of the paperwork. She's not going to release some of the victims' information, but the people she is. Yeah, I
No, the
don't.
victim's
Yeah,
information is up to the victim's family.
I agree with that one. But I think these perps, yeah, release their information. Screw them.
One other thing before we go, did you find anything else out about Dan Crenshaw, and his hot mic incident?
No,
Like,
all
did
I know
Tucker
is
come
he's in
back?
trouble for saying that. He's got to be in trouble for saying that. He should be. He should
What?
actually be
Why
pulled out of
Tucker
Congress.
though?
I
Like,
don't
what?
know.
I wanted to know, like, did you read up on that? Because I didn't, well, I never do, but hardly ever.
It doesn't go any further than that yet. It
Because I
hasn't.
want to
They
know
haven't.
I'm curious to see what Tucker,
They haven't elaborated, so I don't know yet. On if it's going to go further. Yeah, I hope so. I hope so because it was an off the mic. It was off the. It was like it was a hot mic issue. It was the interview was over. They were leaving. So I don't know.
um, and the other thing was, did you keep the actors, what they
I
believe in
did.
religiously? Yeah,
I did.
I want you guys to hear this. Pretty, pretty interesting.
So Steve Martin is an atheist.
Steve Martin is an atheist. Steve Martin, the comedian,
An
is an
atheist.
atheist.
Hmm.
A person that does not believe in God.
Right. William Shatner is a Jew. He's Jewish.
Yeah, so was Leonard Nimoy.
Hmm.
A lot of people
Kurt
don't know that.
Russell is Buddhist.
That I knew. I
Mel
like
Gibson. Mel Gibson is Christian,
Christian. Yeah.
and Tom Hanks is agnostic.
Agnostic.
Agnostic. Yeah, I don't know.
Agnostic. Agnostic meaning he doesn't believe or disbelieve. He has no belief. A lot of people refer to me as agnostic. I'm a little too spiritual to be agnostic. I believe in
Some.
something more than nothing, like whether it's
I
human
believe in that.
beings or not human beings,
Mhm.
whatever we are on the heaven side, like on God's side or on the alien side, whatever it is, not down here. I believe there's something else, yeah. Um,
Hmm.
but Tom Hanks as an agnostic, come on. He's a Satanist. He's a Satanist. That's harder to believe. Where did you get this? Why would anybody come out with this now? Do you see
I
what I'm
don't know.
saying? Now, do we believe that the Buddhist was part of a satanic cult? Probably not. Probably not. I mean, you had Pence, who had this whole Christian turn. Was he Christian or I forgot what Pence turned into. But like, we know he wasn't. He was pretending to be. But Tom Hanks, I was trying to get into it the other day, and we will eventually go into Dan Brown's. I may have said Dave Brown because I keep thinking it is Dave Brown, but it's Dan Brown. His Angels and Demons
Mm-hmm.
and the Da Vinci Code.
Ooh.
It's
That was supposed to be true, wasn't it?
to put him as the what a fuck that is just like smacking us on the faces. Yes, that's how old this good and bad fight has been. Da
Yeah.
Vinci gave us clues. Parts of the Da Vinci Code. He says it's all fiction, Dan Brown, but he was trying to get it out there. And for Tom Hanks to play the actual role, it's just like Saving Private Ryan. It's his family that caused these wars. It's disgusting that he's in the roles making billions.
Yeah.
All right. I think that's it for tonight.
How about this real quick? Before we work on artificial intelligence, why don't we do something about natural stupidity?
Our stupidity, right? It's so true.
Hmm. Yeah.
We love you all. Thanks for
Take
joining us,
care, guys.
and Joseph and Alan and
Thanks for
Susan,
listening.
whoever else was on. Yeah.
Hmm. Give us a
And
like, please. I like it. If she doesn't, I do.
it's not that I don't like it. I just don't fucking
Care.
who the fuck cares?
I do. I
Really?
do. It shows me that you're listening.
All right, so I'll like it because I
Thank you.
listen to you.
I know. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Whatever, guys. Love you all.
Love you
Have a good
guys.
night.
Peace
I'll
out.
see you
Take
soon.
care.